Hi everyone, good morning, good evening. Hola a todos. Si necesitas español, puedes seleccionar la lengua de español. Tenemos traductora en vivo. Gracias, Belén. So, first of all, I would like to thank you all for coming. Take a deep breath. Relax your body. Smile. Welcome, everyone. Congratulations for giving yourself this time to learn about your mind. That is already an act of courage and kindness to yourself. You know, sometimes we think we can only start meditating or exploring more in our spiritual life when everything around us is calm, when our life is organized, when we have the time instead of making the time. And here you are making the time to learn about your mind, even if outside everything is a little bit messy, right? That's life. Life is never perfectly ready for us to start meditating or for us to start our spiritual path. So many times we think we need to become somebody else in order to change. Like, I need to be more disciplined, I need to be more peaceful, more healed, more ready, more smart, more. But change doesn't come from becoming someone new. You are and already have everything you need to succeed in your daily life, in your spiritual path. You don't need to become somebody else. You have a perfect body, a perfect human body, a perfect human mind, but we just need to train this mind, this beautiful, perfect, and capable to take us to amazing places mind. Okay, so you don't need to become in somebody else, and you are not missing anything. But the small work you do every day becomes your path. The simple decision to sit, to breathe, to observe, to meditate, to empower the voice of wisdom in your mind, your inner angel, right? So that is how transformation begins. With that little step. There is no magic pill. There's a small, consistent actions in your daily life, okay? And then you can do and reach whatever you need and want in your life. Every day, seeds you are planting, one day will ripen. And your mind works in a new, different, and beautiful direction. So that's my proposal for you. If you truly want to change your mind in 3 weeks, okay, not only 3 sessions. So, because I want to guide you through these next 3 weeks and see if in 3 weeks you experience a different state of mind. So if you want to plant the seeds to hear the voice of wisdom louder and stronger inside you, we need to take little steps, okay, for the next 3 weeks. But you have to take the time to meditate every day, even 5 minutes per day, but every day. That's it. And I'm going to let you know in what to meditate. No one at the end can do it for you. You have to choose to do it, okay? Right now, our minds are like these wild monkeys or wild hares, but it's just about training and understanding that you don't need to be in a different moment in your life. You start where you are in this exact moment of your life, even if it feels messy, even if you feel confused, even if you don't feel spiritual, right? Oh, lately I haven't been that spiritual, or lately I haven't had the correct view in my mind. But this moment and this opportunity is not a mistake. Your own kindness brought you here. I believe you are searching for peace of mind. You are tired of the negative voice in your mind, the devil, right? And of the mess it creates. Because you know your mind, I know mine. We know how it is. How noisy and difficult can be living inside our minds. We know. And the Buddhas knew this, right? So at the end of the day, your mind creates your world because we are only seeing the world the way we project it, the people, the situations, based on perceptions coming from our own minds. The same situation, the same person, you are seeing it in a way and another person is seeing it in a different way. And it's like that. Your world, the experience of your world is coming from your mind, from the perceptions in your mind that you planted in the past. I read something beautiful that said, emptiness means everything could be anything, just depends on who is looking. So emptiness means everything could be anything, just depends on who is looking. So who is looking? Who is looking the world? Through your eyes. You. So don't bother for what other people is thinking. Don't bother of how your partner is seeing the world. Like, it is about how are you looking the world. Because if you train your mind, you can help your partner to see a different world also. So one of the reasons we want to train our minds is because if not, we live reacting to everything that is happening around us. And you are a person who is in controlling people, in trying to change your partner, change the family, change the co-workers. You are in waiting for life to improve. How? We don't know, but we're waiting because sometimes we notice the life improves. You're waiting for your boss to be different with you. You are in trying to control your external world. And if you are in that battle, let me tell you something. That is exhausting. So these are three very important questions you need to ask to yourself in order to realize how important it is to little by little change your habits. Let me share my screen. Do my habits reflect that I love and care for myself? This is for you to answer. Do my habits reflect that I love and care for myself? Do my thoughts usually guide me with wisdom, or do they sabotage my peace? How is your mind? Have you noticed? Have you noticed this wisdom inside your mind talking to you? Or have you noticed how loud there is another voice that sabotages your peace of mind, your goals? And the question number 3, does the content I consume support me? Or does it distract me? And this third question is very important, because if you are distracting yourself in a regular basis, instead of being present, instead of feeling, instead of watching and observe your mind and your thoughts, it's gonna be very difficult to train your mind. So one of the reasons why in these times it's more challenging for us to train our minds is because constantly we are distracting ourselves with everything around us, with all the information. Or if I have 15 minutes to rest, instead of maybe doing a meditation, I'm going to turn on the TV, or I'm going to watch social media on my phone, right? And maybe a little bit of that content is something that is going to help me, but mostly it is not. So just think about this. And let's go back. Nothing will happen if you don't try to a little bit to make things different in an honest, humble, and steady way, okay? You don't need to be expert, but so we are going to take parts of a very famous book in Tibet. It's never been translated into English. This is the first time we have the translation, thanks to my teacher, Keshe Michael Roach. He translated it, and it's a debate. It's an argument between the devil and the angel in one's person minds, okay? And if you ask yourself, like, where is the devil? Where is the angel? Imagine the angel is in the left side of your body, because left side is the wisdom side, okay? So always think about in the left side, in the left here, I can hear the voice of the angel. And in the right side, I can hear the devil's voice. So it was written or writing by His Holiness the First Panchen Lama. This is the First Panchen Lama. Let's take a look to this video. How beautiful it is. He moves like, let me show again, like his hand. This is EI, of course. It is beautiful to connect with these lamas, with these teachers, right? So the first Panchen Lama was an extraordinary person. He was a great yogi, incredible yogi. He was a pacifist. He was great. He was a wonderful poet. He was a good dancer, sacred dance of the sacred teachings, and he wrote beautiful text on sacred dance. He was a pacifist. There was a civil warrant, and about one time the battle got close to where he was doing retreat, and he broke his retreat. He walked down and he stood between the two armies and he said, if you want to continue this, you are going to have to kill me first. And he was very famous for this. And he was a very famous in general. He was very, very, very famous person. He was like the Dalai Lama nowadays, as if the Dalai Lama got between the Americans and the Talibans and something like that and said, if you want to keep doing this, if you want to keep fighting, you are going to have to kill me first. And both sides quaked. Anyway, he was an extraordinary man in a country where people lived to 40 years old. He lived to almost 100. If you look, he lived around like 92 years old. So he wrote this famous poem about the devil and the angel in one's guide's mind. So it's a poem. So the argument is like this. Who is the devil in your mind? Any guess? Share in the chat. Who is the devil in your mind? Who do you think it is? Maybe you already have a clue. I am. Tetiana, not exactly. I mean, there is a voice, right? Kathy says negative thoughts. Okay. The ego, Claudia. Thank you, Claudia, for joining from Colombia. Yanira, self-cherishing. Hannah says, but this. Thank you for sharing, Yanira. Elia. I say this in English, los vicios. The voice that makes me judge other people. Maria Fernanda. Okay. Very, very good answers. And thank you so much for sharing. So let me show my screen. I just have 3 items, 3 images. That's it. I don't see you now. Here we go. Okay. Envy. Leah says envy, comparison, comparing myself with others. Thank you so much. All right. Let's see what the book says, okay? Because for sure, it is part of all this that you're saying. The devil is misunderstanding, okay? The devil is misunderstanding in general. Because every time I compare myself with others, I have envy, I see the cell phone, I watch my cell phone for more than I supposed to do, I judge other people, I don't share with other people what I have. That is coming from misunderstanding your world. So from that voice is coming all those things. The voice in your head that says the world and the situations and people around you are not coming from you and your perceptions. So it doesn't matter if you talk to yourself like you're a bad person, you are not enough, you are not worthy. By saying that, you are planting seeds. And by misunderstanding that you are planting seeds, you don't stop. You don't really care. You don't matter, because you don't understand that judging other people, criticizing other people is creating seeds in your minds that it will create a result, a painful result in your mind. Then you keep doing it. The misunderstanding that if you compare yourself with other people all the time and you say, I'm not enough, misunderstanding that that is planting seeds in your mind that will create more of that, more low self-esteem, more comparison, more feeling less worthy, then you don't stop. So the root of the devil, the misunderstanding, is don't understanding everything you do is creating your world. So do matter how do you talk to yourself. So do matter how do you talk and how do you see other people and how do you talk about other people and how do you relate with other people. The world and the situations around you are an invitation for you to create more of that or to change it. But if you don't understand, you are constantly planting seeds, you are just gonna continue planting negative seeds that it will create negative results. And then we are never happy and never reaching the peace of mind we want. Because if I am comparing myself with others and thinking I'm not enough, and then I can hear this angel saying, hey, you better stop saying that to yourself because you are worthy, you are beautiful, you are enough, you're capable, you have everything you need to succeed in your life. If I can hear that voice and I can repeat that constantly, this is the voice I'm gonna hear. Remember that karma is planted by habits. So if you are constantly talking to yourself in a negative way or in a positive way, that's how your mind is gonna start talking to you. But how can I hear this angel louder in my mind, saying beautiful things about me and the world around me, if I never put attention, I never empower this voice, I never think about this? It's just like a glimpse, and then I go back to, oh, the devil. So the devil is winning the battle, right? What do I need to do if I want to hear this voice, of the angel, which is actually the left side of your body? I need to create more about that. So what's gonna say the angel? Don't worry about others. Like, no, I'm sorry. What's gonna say the devil? Don't worry about others. Don't be generous. Don't be compassionate. People only learn if you are harsh with them. You don't need to meditate. The people out there, it's crazy and stupid. Don't waste your time. Right? Like, just focus on yourself and what do you need. Don't care about anybody. Sometimes sounds like that. You are not enough. You are stupid. You don't have any chance to succeed in your spiritual or personal life. And then the angel in your mind says, everything in your life is a projection, a result of how you treat other people in your past and how you are treating yourself in the past and in the present moment. And how are you treating the people in the present moment? Also, sometimes we go back only to how I treat other people in the past, but how I am treating people right now also. That's how I'm creating my future. So you cannot separate it from what is happening in your world. You are creating it. This is the voice of wisdom in your mind. So the devil is misunderstanding how your world works, and the devil and the angel is how you understand. You actually understand. It's like, no, 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 hold on. Wait, devil, I know how my world works. I know if I yell to people, they will yell back to me. Everything I give is going to come back. So this voice is reminding you that the only thing that works is to be kind, compassionate with you and other people. The only thing that works is to put yourself in other people's shoes so you can act in a loving, compassionate way. So imagine a voice in your mind saying this. You can create the life you want by caring and loving other people. There is no other way. It is not by controlling the things and the people outside you. It's by creating it inside you. Stop trying to control outside. Everything you want, you have to give it to somebody else. Everything you don't like, be careful not to give it to anyone. You want peace of mind? The angel says, you want peace of mind? Then take care of other people's peace of mind. And the angel sounds like you are enough. You are loved. You have everything you need. This is always a reminder. The angel is trying to tell us you have everything you need to create the world you want to live in. Stop thinking not. Stop complaining. You have everything. So how can we make this voice to be loud and powerful inside our minds? Let's go to the poem. The devil and the angel, they are discussing who's gonna take over this guy's head. And the guy is you. And the angel says, you know, look, we are incompatible. It's like the cowboy movie, you know, where one of them says, this town ain't big enough for us. And they're going to fight. Somebody goes out this town. So wisdom tells the devil that he's probably going to have to leave. The angel is like, I think you have to leave this person's mind, because this person's mind is ready to take you out of here. And then the devil is telling wisdom, the angel of wisdom, no, you know, angel, you want to get me out of this mind, but it's not gonna be easy. It's not gonna be easy. Many people in the past have tried. Many people have given it a good shot and they all fail. And the angel come up and they say, you know, I'm doing this special meditation and it's going to get this person's mind enlightened. So I'm going to kick the devil out of this mind. So remember, the devil is misunderstanding. And the worst kind of devil in the world is not the one that tells you to have another ice cream, you know. This is what is the one that tells you to misunderstand your world. In yoga, is called avidya. Avidya, say avidya. Avidya means ignorance, not understanding. what's going on in your world. So I will give you like a very short example, and you don't need to hear any other example about avidya. I mean, you can read hundreds of books about avidya, but it boils down to one thing. Think of the person in your life who bugs you the most. Who is the one person in your life that irritates you the most right now? We all have somebody. And then we tend to feel like if they will just be a little bit more reasonable, like we talk to them and we want them to be just a little bit more reasonable, and we figured it out. If they will just come over to our house and we'll, just share a cup of tea or something. And if you can just talk to this person and say, you know what, I don't know, Marcelo, this is why you irritate me. So could you just stop it? We tend to think that if the other person wanted to stop, they could, right? We think they have control over what they are doing to us. And if they just saw the light, right, they will stop irritating us. You know what I mean? So, and then you can talk to them and maybe it will work, and probably it won't work. You don't know. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't work. The way the devil thinks. The way the devil thinks is that this person is irritating from their own side. They are irritating from their side. And if they want to, they could stop bugging me if they want to. That's the way the devil thinks. The devil thinks this person can control the way it bothers me. And the devil has always thought that way. How the angel thinks. How does wisdom think about the person who irritates you the most? The angel says, what it is about them that irritates you? And you say, well, I don't know. They're always critical of me. No matter what I do, they're always criticizing me. For example, I don't know. Everything I do, there's something that bothers you. And then the angel in your mind says, look, this is coming from a seed in your own mind. The only reason you see them doing that and doing what you see them doing is coming from a seed which is contained within your own mind, okay? And that seed was put there last week or last month when you did exactly the same thing that bothers you about them. You see, the people who bothers you the most are the people who are most like us. The people who bother us the most are the people who are the most like us. And it's difficult to accept. The devil is gonna fight this. The devil is gonna say, no, I'm so different. I'm so much different. And the wisdom is saying, look, it's karma. Karma means you criticize somebody at work last month. You are the witness of what you do, okay? And you can say, I don't know. You criticize somebody and you are always watching yourself. You are listening to your own words. You are there. You are witnessing what you do. You criticize somebody at work. So as you speak, you hear yourself speak, and then that hearing and observing yourself plants a seed in your subconscious. And you see that's karma. That's the meaning of karma. And then that seed in your subconscious, what do we call it? It festers underground, under the ground of the mind. That seed grows and gets more powerful. It increases powers, like an apple tree seed or something like that. Then the tree comes out and you go home and the seed opens, and then your husband is criticizing you or something like that. So the person who bugs you the most was created by you beyond a doubt. There's never anybody else. It's always created by you. You are perceiving it in that way. It's a perception of your mind. The good news is that they are more irritating now than you were before, because the seed is always smaller than the tree. So you are correct that they are more irritating than you, but unfortunately, it only takes a small irritating seed to make a very irritating person. So the angel is always whispering in this guy's head, okay? Think about it, in your head. It's like a virus. Once you can get the angel in your mind and understand a little bit about karma, then the angel will be always whispering in your ear when you get upset. Whether you get upset, you are like, I don't know why my husband can say any one good thing about me. I want to ask you something. There's people doing the grass around me and it's very loud here. Do you hear anything? This must be the devil like distracting me. Okay. Thank you, Bele. Thank you for translating all. Okay. Good to know. So this is just a ripened seed happening to me. It's not your karma. Good. So my teacher's teacher didn't say one good thing about him for 25 years. You are like wondering, why can't they just say one good thing? And the angel is in your mind saying, don't blame them. How many people have you encouraged this week? And then the angel always has the same story. It's your fault. You planted the seed. You were unkind to somebody last week. You criticized somebody at work a little bit, and now you get to have a husband who criticizes you for 3 hours a day. Basically, all day at home, okay? So the angel is whispering in your ear and saying, you create this, but also you can fix it, right? If you stop being critical of people at work, when you come home, your husband will stop. So we want to bring this voice louder and more powerful in your mind. Remember, the devil is gonna win if you let this voice controls your mind, saying you have nothing to do with anything that happens to you. Therefore, you don't stop the bad habits and the bad deeds in your life. And you keep hurting other people or hurting yourself. So let this voice to be louder. But how? How can we do this? How can I really, really train my mind to hear the angel more clear? Because the devil is saying 99% of people never find out. I'm ruining their minds and I'm ruining their lives. And in like 1%, they figure out they have a bad attitude in their head, that they are blaming other people all the time, but it's very rare. The devil is so happy all the time. Then the angel says, well, how do you take care of them? And the devil says, I get them to meditate. Weird, no? The devil says, I get them to meditate. And then the devil says, I don't understand. What you mean? And the devil says, we got so many meditations that don't help you at all when you start doing them. Then in every person, I got to do these kinds of meditation, and I have never seen you, angel, in their minds when they do this meditation. So the devil is saying to the angel, you never ruined my performance in their minds. You never got in their heads. They spend years wasting on these dumb meditations. And all I do is just encourage them to keep doing it. And the angel says, well, then the angel tricks the devil. He says, I wonder what kinds of meditations those could be. And the devil's like, I can tell you. So the devil starts going off on different kinds of meditations. So what I thought about these sessions, and this first one, is we will cover how not to meditate, what is not a good meditation for you to do. But this meditation is gonna start training your mind for the real meditation. You know what I mean? The devil, avidya, ignorance in your mind is causing you all your suffering. The devil caused you all the trouble. And you see, if the angel had a way over your mind, you will slowly make the world a perfect place for you. But if you understand how karma works, you can have as much money you want, as much peace of mind you want, everything you want, a beautiful partner. We know this, right? Imagine the life you want. You can have that life. You can have the life you are dream of, because you have your own perfect life idea, and I have my own perfect life idea. And you know what you need right now. And I know what I need right now. So imagine your perfect life, your perfect world. You can create it. But we need this voice to be awake, the angel voice, be awake all day. How? So I'm going to teach you this meditation. And this is what we're going to practice during the next week, because this is a course of 3 weeks. And this is what you're going to do for the next first week, okay? So get in a position where you don't have to move. Park your body. That's the point, right? Park your body. And close your eyes. Try not to move at all. It will just be 5 minutes or less. And slowly become aware of your breath. Relax your face, smile. Try to focus on your breath. Make your breath longer and more relaxed. Keep your face relaxed. And now switch your focus from your breath and try to focus on your thoughts. Try to be aware of your thoughts passing through your mind. Don't try to stop them, just watch them. Watch your thoughts as if they were from somebody else. So I'm going to ask you now to point one thought that seems to be pretty strong in your mind. Maybe it's an issue in your life, or something you have to do tomorrow, or something that happened yesterday. What's your thoughts? Then slowly come back to the room you are and release your meditation to slowly open your eyes. And bring to mind the thought that was the strongest in your mind. Think about it for 1 second. I was thinking about some plans I have for today later, and I want you to think about the thought that keep coming up in your mind the most, even if it was a short meditation. So we're going to have a vote. Okay, get ready for this vote. So let's say if it was past, present, or future thought. Okay, was it a worry from the past? Was it an expectation of the future? Or was it a present concern? Ready? So if it was a thought from the past, you're gonna press 1 in the chat if it's from the past. If it was a present thought, you're gonna press 2. And if it was a future thought, you're gonna press 3. Okay? 1 for past, 2 for present, 3 for future. 2 present, 3, 3, 3. Okay, the 3 is winning. Very interesting. A lot of present, a few from past. Is more about present and future. Very good. That's really, really good. That means we are watching our mind, understanding our minds. So this is an ancient meditation system. Those for you know, it was followed a lot by the Nignapas, which is one of the traditions of the ancient Tibet. And this follow these kinds of meditations a lot. So they will say, try to focus your mind in a place where you are not pursuing the past. Like, don't pursue the past. Don't pursue what your boyfriend said to you last week, right? Or so in a meditation state, this is a particular meditation practice. So don't review some incident that happened to you last week that will ruin your meditation, okay? So don't let the meditation wander into what happened last week. Means don't think about something somebody did to you last week. At least don't think about the past. Okay, so here we go. We are going to go into another meditation. We are going to start with the usual preliminary, which is watch your breath. And then we are going to attempt to put your mind in the present. Don't think about the past. You are going to meditate and we are going to watch our breath first, okay? And then I'm going to say, watch your own thoughts. And then I want you to put like a wall, crystal wall behind your back. Even you can feel a physical wall behind you, like an indivisible force field. And the past is finished. The past is out of your picture. You cannot go to the past, okay? Sit up straight again. Close your eyes. Relax your face. And we always start the meditation by focusing in your breath. Watch your breath. Now imagine this crystal wall behind your back that is stopping any past thoughts. You are not allowed to think about something that happened to you in the past. You can only think of the present, or you can think about the future. But you are not allowed to think in the past. Right, and slowly, you can slowly come back. To really keep your mind out of the past is a struggle, right? It's very difficult. It's extremely difficult. Let's vote. If you went to the past, if you traveled to the past, 2, and if you went to the future, 3. Be honest. It's okay if you slowly went through the past, press 1. Very nice. You stay a lot in present or future. That's amazing. You see this? We can control our mind. We can have control of our minds, but we need to train our minds. This is the goal of this course. Thank you, Angelica, for being honest. Thank you. All right. Now, we are going to block the future also. We are going to stay in the present, only present. So we are going to imagine we are putting a crystal wall made of diamond, unbreakable, in front of our minds. You can physically even feel this wall, and you cannot travel to the future, okay? You cannot travel to the past. We stay in the present. Get ready. Close your eyes. Relax your face. Focus on your breath. Imagine a crystal wall behind your back made of diamonds. You cannot travel to the past. And now imagine this crystal wall in front of you. You can even feel it physically. So your mind can't travel to the future. You can only stay in this present moment. Try to stay there. And slowly come back to your breath and to the class and open your eyes. All right. Ready for vote? How many people slept to the past? If you went to the past briefly, press 1. If you went to the future, 3. If you stay in present, 2. I have to say I went to the future. Good. 2 and 1. Good. Good, Claudia. 1, 2, and 3. Yeah. Moving back and forth, right? Yeah. You know, my teacher trained people who did 3-year retreat at Diamond Mountain, and they were struggling to not living in the past, right? Or living in the future. But mostly when we live in the past is when you have worries. You see memories, sad memories, things you didn't work out, disappointments is the main theme of the past. Some people are thinking about, I don't know, in high school when they were the star of the class. So most people are having worry about the past. They are living in something unpleasant in the past. And future is mostly expectations, right? You are thinking something might happen. You know, sometimes you are a little worried about the future also. Like there's some anxiety about the future. and some expectation about the future. So the angel is going to attack, and he's going to say, okay, if you learn to do your meditation in the present moment and just stay in the present moment, is not enough. It's a tool to do this meditation, but it's not the best. This is the angel. To be in the present moment is crucial. We must learn to be in the present moment. But then what to do with that? You see? Where do you go with that? It is enough just to be in the present moment until you get to the present moment in a really difficult situation, right? So then you need to do something bigger with it. Once you train your mind to be focused, once you focus your mind in not traveling to the past or the future and just staying in the present moment, then you do something bigger. So the angel is criticizing the devil for being in the present moment and not doing something bigger. You see what the angel means? You got to do something about that process that we are going through. So the goal now, it is for the next week, this is the homework. You're going to take your cell phone. I don't have my cell phone with me right now, but you're going to create 3 alarms. So during your day, 3 times per day, you are going to, this alarm is gonna sound from your cell phone, and then you're gonna stop everything you're doing. I mean, you don't have to sit down, but you have to stop the thoughts of your mind, and you're going to try to be present. Okay? This is like an active meditation in your daily life. You don't have to be sitting with your eyes closed. You can be cooking, you could be driving, you could be in a meeting at work. And this sound, your alarm is gonna ring, and the sound of the alarm is be present in your present moment. So it's gonna be like a relief. You're gonna stop the past few thoughts, you're gonna stop your future thoughts, you're gonna start living in the present moment, and it's gonna be beautiful, right? 3 times per day. Why? Why we need to do this? Why the Panchen Lama wrote this in his text? One of the best meditators of all times. Because he knew that in order to start training your mind for something bigger, for the angel to take over your mind, first, you need to stop thoughts about the past and the future. And we are always jumping like a wild monkey. So if you have a regular meditation practice, I encourage you to keep doing that, plus these 3 new alarms. If you don't have a meditation practice, you have to, every day, your first alarm is gonna be in the morning, and you're gonna do this meditation. You can sit down, close your eyes for 5 minutes, put the wall behind you, and put the wall in front of you, and you're gonna be in the present moment, at least for 3 or 5 minutes, like we did today. And that's gonna change your whole habit. So we are planting seeds to train our minds to be present. And the angel can only arise when your mind is focused in the present, when it's not jumping around. when it's not worrying or thinking about expectations. So it's going to be a beautiful exercise. The Buddha said you need 3 pillars in your practice. 1, the teacher and the teachings. We have that one. Who is our teacher? The first Panchen Lama. The first Panchen Lama is our teacher. What are the teachings? This is the teaching. This is the practice. This is the instructions. You need to put your alarm and you need to stop and be present for 1 week at least. Then the second pillar is the community. What means with the community? Sometimes we cannot do things alone, right? It's hard. But we have us in this group. We are 47 people. That's amazing. So if you agree to do this practice and walk together for the next 3 weeks, share in the chat, yes, I mean, a heart, whatever you want, showing the other people they are not alone. You're gonna join them in trying to do this practice. There you go. Tatiana is like, I'm gonna do it. Lydia also. Minerva also. Yes, thank you. There you go. This is your community. So remember, when you don't want to do the practice or the alarm is gonna sound and you're ready to say, oh no, I want to keep watching myself I just want to keep distracted in my own mind. Think about the people who say yes. Think that you are not alone. There's other people trying to be more present in the present moment. And then let's do this exercise for the next week. If for you it's difficult to meditate, if for you it's difficult to do this practice, something is very useful. If you have like an altar or a place that is like you have pictures of people you admire, you have this beautiful sacred space in you, put a candle there, and at least every morning, turn this candle. Take the candle, take a few breaths, and be present in the present moment. This is not the main meditation. This is not gonna help you to achieve higher things in your spiritual life. But this is gonna start train your mind to stop wandering from the past and the future, okay? If you can stop in the morning and do the meditation with your eyes closed, do. If you cannot close your eyes because you are very busy, go to your altar, turn the candle, take a few breaths, and try to be present. And then the other 2 alarms during the day, while you're driving, while you're with your kids, stop your mind, watch what's going on around you, listen to the noise around you. Sometimes when we do this, the sounds get more louder, it's like living in your mind is that messy that you stop hearing what's going on. It's very, very interesting. It's like living in your mind is that messy that you are not even looking the colors and the shapes around you. It's like your body is here, but your mind never was here, never is there where you are, where your physical body is. Okay. How crazy is that? So once we do 1 week of being in the present moment, the angel the next Saturday is gonna come and it's gonna say, oh, did you try? You did it? You did that exercise? I can tell your mind is a little bit less messy. I can tell your mind is a little bit more present. Now I'm going to teach you the main meditation practice you are going to start doing. But first, stop your thoughts. But first, be present. If you cannot be even present in your daily life and watch the people you love through the eyes without wondering how I'm going to teach you the real meditation. It's very interesting. All right. That's all for me for today. Don't miss this opportunity. Do not look for refuge outside. The only refuge is to train your mind. All right? 3 alarms. So after you disconnect, you're gonna grab your phone. We already started. We did the first one. You need 2 more, or if it's late night, remember, start tomorrow. Set the time, put the alarm, name the alarm, be present. For how long? As much as you can. Probably it's gonna be, I don't know, 5 minutes, I hope. 5 minutes of enjoying the present and sucking the present like a beautiful, beautiful drink. How beautiful is be present. Start. See you next week. See you next week, same time, 8 a.m. Put your alarm. Namaste. Happy Valentine's to the people in the West. Set the time. I will do too. Of course. Gracias, Katy, Lu. Nana, mamá. Start now. Don't waste your time. 3 weeks. Let's see where it takes us.